Hey friendo, Steve here. Welcome back to Wrestle Juice. So over the past couple months, I've noticed that there's one particular kind of video that you guys kind of appreciate here at Wrestle Juice. And it's when I look at or react to or grade or tier rank championship titles. That's right. Be it tier ranking the women's titles or looking at the WWE Custom Signature Series thing. You guys seem to like when I look at titles. So I thought I would do the same thing today. I thought I would put some grades using the American Public Education System grading system to a variety of custom titles over the years. I'm talking about, of course, the custom world titles that a variety of wrestlers have used, becoming WWF or WWE World Champion over the years. These are titles that have, most of them anyways, have shown up on TV, custom versions of titles. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do that today. So I thought we'd go ahead and get right into it. And I'll give you guys my grades on these various titles. First up, we've got the Planet's champion, Daniel Bryan, back when he was a bad guy in WWF, but he was a bad guy who was an environmentalist, and he had a sustainable world title made of like wood and stones or something. And I think it's like some sort of, I think it had like a hemp strap to it. And I'll be honest with you, I thought this thing was absolutely beautiful. I thought this thing is absolutely gorgeous. It looks amazing. It's so well handcrafted. It was so different. It was so in keeping with his character. It was absolutely perfect. I love this. Is my favorite iteration of Daniel Bryan in WWE of all time, and I might even like him more than the current bad guy Bryan Danielson there in AEW. This title was absolutely a work of art, and I loved it. I give it, of course, an A++, the highest grade I give over here at Wrestle Juice. I love that title. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's go ahead and move on to the Miz's custom title. It's like the Cena spinner title, but he just put the W upside down and made it an M. So I never do this here at Wrestle Juice. I never do this. I didn't like the Miz's first title run. Didn't like his second title run. I appreciated when he was Intercontinental Champion like 9 times. But I didn't like this. I didn't like that he won Money in the Bank. I didn't like that he cashed in. I didn't like that he was an afterthought in his own WrestleMania main event. And I sure didn't like the laziness of just flipping this. I will give it this. I was going to give it an F, but then I just thought, okay, there is something mildly clever about spinning the W upside down and having it be an M. I'll give it a D-. I didn't like that at all. I remember watching that live and being like, that's the stupidest thing. But it's mildly clever, so I'll give it a D-. Otherwise, everything about that screams F to me. Let's move on, shall we? Next up, Edge's spinner title. Did this one spin? I think it spun, didn't it? Or did it just sort of stay in place? I don't know. The whole idea of customizing the spinner title was one that I wasn't ever really into. It looks kind of cheap also. This looks like a school project of some sort. But I appreciate that Edge had his own custom title. It's just they were a bit on the lazy side when they just customed out John Cena's spinner title. So I don't know. I'll give this one a C. Like, I kind of liked Edge's rated R superstar branding in general. It was very sort of tap out, or what are the other brands from back in like the early aughts that were really popular back then? I kind of forget, but like it's very sort of a tap out thing, you know, like MMA dorks would wear that shit. Anyways, I give that a C, but it was very in keeping with Edge's thing. Edge is like the best creative wrestler ever made. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to, of course, Cena's spinner title. I mean, look, a bunch of different people carried this title, and I think maybe they just locked the spinner in place once they got it. Like CM Punk, did the title continue to spin when he had it? I don't think it did. And so for John Cena specifically, they came up with this title, and it was a very John Cena title. I think they realized at that point that he was going to be carrying this title a lot. And so they made the spinner title. Generally speaking, I'm not a big fan of the spinner title, but it did sort of grow on me over the years. So I know this is going to get me in trouble. I'm giving this one a C. Man, I don't know. Part of me appreciates the sort of hip hop aesthetic here. Hey, you got like the blinged out giant champ in sort of the font that goes big and then goes kind of small in the middle. I can appreciate it, but at the same time, it's just ugly. I feel like The Rock, when he won the championship from CM Punk, and he debuted sort of the Proto Network title with the old scratch logo, but it was in the same design. I feel like that title was a really good step up. And The Rock's central thesis of this looks like a toy, I feel like is kind of spot on. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody came up with this because they were like, hey, guess what? We can sell a bunch of toys of this thing because kids love Cena. So I give it a C. I know people are not going to like that one. Anyways, let's move on. Next up. Oh, here we go. Look at this one. I don't know. I went to Austin right there. Let's take a look at this one. It's the Brahma Bull title, which never made its way on TV. It's the only one I think on this list that never made its way on TV. According to The Rock, apparently this thing got lost in the mail, which is weird. And then by the time like it showed up, I guess management had just decided, Rock had his own. I'm sorry, Austin had his own custom. You don't need your own. That being said, I'm not even really a big fan of the Brahma Bull logo thing. This is a really cool title. I really like this. The red accentuates the eyes and the little lightning bolts behind it. I think this thing looks badass, and I kind of wish The Rock had actually worn this title when he was champion. I think they probably should have gone ahead and done it because I think it looks really cool. So the Rock Brahma Bull title, yeah, man, look at it. It's got like all the little jewels on the side here. Man, this thing's pretty badass. I like it. Kind of looks like a cow. All right, moving on. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a Smoking Skulls title right now. Look at this. That's right, the Smoking Skulls title. I remember seeing this and thinking this was the coolest thing ever. Oh shit, I didn't even grade this. I give the Rock one a B. The whole point of this thing is to grade things, Demi. All right, so I give this one a B. Moving on now to Stone Cold Steve Austin's Smoking Skulls title. Obviously, give this one an A because it's badass. I remember seeing this thing and thinking to myself, oh my God, this is so cool. I love this thing. I think they might be able to, like, they could have used some more color in it, like some red or something. But, man, I think this is rad. I don't know if you noticed, but on the side, there's some, like, rattlesnakes. And then it's got, like, a skull in the middle with its eyes smoking. And then, like, Heavyweight Champion is in, like, a jagged font. This is like something at ECW, man. I love this. I think it's iconic. And I think that it really set the tone for like cool custom titles. It's just, unfortunately, this is like the best of them. Yeah, I give this an A. Absolutely, I give this an A. All right, let's move on to the next one. Andre the Giant's giant title. So it's just a really, really big World Heavyweight Championship. I think it's actually pretty similar to Hogan's at the time. And then when Andre had it, they just made it bigger. And I don't know if it was like just the strap that was bigger or the plate was bigger. I don't know, but it was just bigger. So I don't know. I like the idea is really clever and it seems like minimal effort. I feel like they could have done something more clever with it. So I'm going to give this a B- because it's just the title, but big. But I appreciate that they made a big title for Andre. Anyways, let's see here. Let's move on to the next one here. We've got, oh man, here we go. So say what you will about the Ultimate Warrior, big old scumbag. But it was a very colorful character. His aesthetic was everything. His design style was awesome. And the fact that whenever he had like a new like sort of color scheme that would work with it, they changed the strap of the titles to be white or like a really nice looking teal blue. I think there might have been like a green one or a yellow one or something like that. Man, that Winged Eagle title on different color straps looks amazing. I give this an A+, because the Winged Eagle already is awesome. And who'd have thought you put a different color strap on it and oh my God, it looks absolutely even better. They should, honestly, this thing should have just had like a weathered brown strap to it. I like everything looks better with a weathered brown strap. Anyways, get out of here, Warrior. You're not welcome. This last one here was used for a very, very, very short period of time, and it was the Hulk Hogan's got a picture on his title. Apparently, he didn't like how this fit around his waist. It like sort of, I don't know, pinched both maybe his junk area and I guess his big roid gut there. But I'm sure Hogan loved having his picture. Look at it. He looks uncomfortable right there. It's like, get this thing off me, brother. I don't like it. It's pinching my roid gut and my bollocks. So anyways, I like that it had his picture in it, because like they used to do that back in the NWA or something like that. He had his picture in it. And so that's cool. I did my own version of this title here. Let's see what it would look like with my picture in it. Look, oh, there we go. That's perfect. Look at that idiot right there. Never win that shit. What a terrible Photoshop job that is. Anyways, so yeah, there you go. It's the Hogan Special Sears Custom Portrait Department title. There it is. What do I give this one? It's got the dude's picture in it, and it hurt his HDH gut. So A-. Sure. Yeah, I like the fact that you have his picture in it. Everybody should have their portrait, their Sears Portrait Gallery picture in their title. Why not? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about these titles in the comments below. I know a lot of y'all like the spinner title. Sorry, I thought it was mid. That's going to do it. Check out this video over here. I'll do another video, another title video. I'll put it up right here so you can check that out.